Male on the show. I'll start with him. Nat Atto.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
Been a while.
Yeah.
I like your necklace.
You do. Oh, thank you. Thank you to Cindy. Rated clothing.
I see.
Yeah, it was a gift. You know how I love free things.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't pay for it. Anyway, how have you been?
I've been around.
Yeah, working hard.
Of course.
Yes,
Getting
okay.
up and down the place and getting stuff done.
And you know, Nat is here to talk about lawn tennis. You've put together an event. Is it table tennis or lawn tennis?
Lawn tennis.
It's lawn tennis. Yeah. You see, Michael is misleading me. Yeah.
There's one of your, there's one of your opening montages that has,
Exactly.
What happened to that? I'm very interested in knowing.
I'm a champ.
I see.
When I play alone.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
We should get Serena to come and play with you one of these days.
Why? But why? Okay, and Nat is joined by Philippa Frimpong. She's the Secretary General of the Lawn Tennis Association of Ghana.
Yeah.
Okay, and the lovely Ebi Emenike. Of course, as her name suggests, she's Nigerian. So today, yes, I have somebody to, hate. Super Eagles. They will go out of that group.
We'll be
Like that.
with you.
No. Nigeria can't get anywhere. They'll come third in the group.
You think so?
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. And Ebi is a sports consultant.
Yes.
And just in case you're wondering why she's here, she's actually the lady who brokered that deal between Kotoko and Sunderland.
Yes.
Good to see you here. And she's here doing the START project because somewhere in her heart she's peeved that a lot of these foreign teams take our players for granted, our young players for granted with bad contracts.
Yes.
So she's here educating our young players. Anyway, good to have you all here.
Thank you very much.
Before we even start talking about lawn tennis, Nat, the Black Stars and Brazil.
Well, yes, I'm very sure that we all have been following with keen interest what's been happening to our players, who's injured, who's not, who's getting ready to, to play. And, one thing that I've realized with all of our players is that there's that revolution in the way they think, so that when we're getting close to this tournament, everybody knows that, look, I have to put my A game on, I have to be, match fit, I have to be on top of my game, so that there's the minimum of getting, my performance to push me into the team, if not for anything at all. One classic example is Abdul Majid Waris. That dude is he's been one of our most fabulous revelations. So, with the way the players are thinking, it's good for the team, so that there is a lot of competition in wanting to get players to play in the Black Stars team. It surely is going to be a very daunting task. For me, I fear the game against the US even more than the other ones against Germany and Portugal.
Because we've beaten them twice?
Yes, and so there's going to be extra focus. If you look at other sporting disciplines, you look at boxing, for instance, where the boxers who have fought 3 times, it's not been easy having one boxer have a go, have it easy all the time. Exactly, Marquez. Juan Manuel Marquez.
Yeah.
So you can't have it your way all the time. Yeah. For me, I think that we can handle Portugal better. I think that we can play Germany. Look, after all, Germany beat us by only a goal. And I was having a conversation with some friends of mine, after work. We're having a drink somewhere at a jazz pub, and one of them was saying that, look, I think that it's just a matter of our psyche and our mentality. Because for a very long time in Africa, the African teams always are content with getting to the second round, getting to the quarterfinals. I was having a chat with JJ Okocha in South Africa, in Johannesburg, and he was telling me that, look, this is the problem, that we think so lowly of ourselves that we get to the semi-finals, so we don't get there. Well, it's fine, and we come back and
we were happy to get to the quarterfinals.
Yeah, but look at it. At club level, our players are playing at the highest level. Look at the Black Stars team currently. Look at Andre Dede Ayew. Gets a very good dose of playing time week in, week out, plays in the Champions League. Look at Kweju Asamoah. Look at Kevin Prince Boateng. Look at Sule Ali Montari. Look at Michael Essien. Okay, look at the progression from Bastia through to Olympique Lyon, through to Chelsea, through to Real Madrid, and then AC Milan. Okay.
So we should be aiming for
the final. Look at Adam Lassen Kwarase, who's been playing at Stromgårdset very, very consistently for the last few seasons. Yeah. Won the league with them, captained the side. So our players are playing at the highest level, and we play with these guys. We know these guys. We share teams with them. I mean, Michael Essien has played with Cristiano Ronaldo at the Champions League level. They've shared one club before. So why is it that when they get on the pitch, they cannot play? Okay. One thing I like about Abedi Pele is that, and the reason why his sons tend to do well, especially Andre Dede Ayew, is because he's indoctrinated them with that line that, look, when you get on the pitch, to hell with everybody. It's a lush green pitch and a leather ball, and everybody is a human being. Forget about Lionel Messi, forget about whoever, we're playing the game. And that's how come Andre Dede Ayew played at Ghana 2008 and had so much confidence on his debut. You know, I told him myself once when I was with him in Iseg, when I told him, look, Dede, I was one of the people who doubted your ability when you were given that opportunity in 2008. And he told me, Ato, you know something? I can play the game. And look, on hindsight, I think that he's right. He's proven himself to all of us. And I think that the psyche bit is one thing we have to consider.
Okay, Abby, you've been following the Black Stars.
Yes.
Our group?
Yes. I think it's a really tough group. The group of death. I think everybody's been calling it. But I think, picking up on what Nat said, I think it's very, very true. I think, a lot of times the African teams come in as the underdogs. If you look through all the groups, you'll find out that we are lower ranked. The African, I think apart from the group that Ivory Coast is in, I think they have one team that are lower ranked than they are. But all the other teams that you've got, all the other groups that you've got African teams in, we're the lower ranked ones. And I think we kind of go in thinking, oh well, even if we get to the, to the semi-finals, we've done a good job. We don't actually, mentally, we don't think, we want to get to the final, we want to get to the end. It's always a case of, So that's why we seem to be content. But I think out of all the African teams, I think Ghana have, consistently been quite good.
Better than Super Eagles?
Well, the Super Eagles, we won AFCON. So there is going to be some...
But at the World Cup, we've been more consistent.
Yeah, okay. So obviously I'm going to be... I have a soft spot for the Black Stars, but I'm going to be rooting for the Super Eagles.
Yeah, and I want the Super Eagles to deal with Argentina. Argentina is playing very close to their border. Their match venue is very close to the Argentine border that they share.
So it's going to be like
they're going to have, but I trust.
They'll beat.
I trust Stephen Keshi and the guys. Trust me. I want them to deal with that.
No, I can see Nigeria beating Argentina.
I'll be so sad.
I can see.
Sad for Nigeria to go through. Filipina, tell us.
Seriously, I not. Anyway, the Black Stars, I do fancy their chances. I do think they can play well against Germany. They can play well against Portugal. As she said, it's the US, because now Bob Bradley is not there. There's a new coach, and as the game improves, technology improves, and people are always watching the players on video, seeing the mistakes and things like that. So I'm sure they've probably done their homework by now, and they're just rehearsing on how they can exploit the loopholes that they can find in the Black Stars team. Now, with John Mensah's retirement, personally, I think our back four is a bit...
Has he retired?
We're just hoping against hope that he
will retire.
John Mensah, I apologize, you have not retired, but since he's been out of the team,
you retired him. Retired him.
The back four has been experiencing a few problems. I have a lot of faith in Jonathan Mensah. I like him. Sometimes I'm a bit wobbly when it comes to Vosa. But if we can get a good partner for Jonathan Mensah.
He doesn't come in with that French fries hairstyle.
No. It does something. No.
What does it do?
Are you saying it's a psychological thing?
Yes, it does something to the opposition. Do you remember Aristide Bansey? Do you remember Bansey with all the very strong and sharp features on his face, coupled with that's
a very subtle way of saying somebody.
No, but the thing is, half the time you're not looking at the person's face, you're looking at their feet. You want to try and get the ball from them. When I'm coming at you, I'm not looking at your face. I don't care about your hairstyle. It's hard to get the ball out of your leg. So I'm not sure the hairstyle.
But if you have that hairstyle, you look very scary.
But there was something funny going on.
You remember Rigobert's song?
Yeah.
You remember Rigobert's song and his hairstyles and his tattoos and all of that, and that mean look, And I remember very well that we were in South Africa together, myself, him, and Marcel Desailly. And then Marcel Desailly walked in, you know, we're having a chat, and he said, look, he whispered to me, you know that guy? Him, Confederation Cup, so, and he mentioned the year. And he goes like, look, he was close to me. I kept kicking him, and then he was asking me, hey, why? And I thought, oh, he used, you know, an unprintable word. You know, and that's how, I mean, a defender should be. For me, you should have an imposing figure. Of course, you should have the brain.
Right.
That's the most important thing. You know,
you need to study. Yes, you don't need a macho man. You don't need a hairstyle. You need to.
Like I say, it's the brain. But the
hairstyle is showmanship.
I think that's what it is. It becomes a
showmanship, but it does something.
It does something.
The Taribo West kind of started that.
It does something. I mean, remember Taribo West? I mean, look at that.
Yeah.
No, but Taribo West was good as well. He was very good.
Versailles is good.
He's giving me a couple of wobbly moments.
Sleepless nights.
Haven't they all? Even the big names.
Exactly. Okay, let's take our first break. We'll be back soon to talk about you said they're getting people to watch our videos. Christian said they
she's made a very important point.
He said they've signed on a professional analyst.
Yeah, I'm glad. Very, very timely. And sometimes when we sit back and we watch football, we see the end product on the pitch. But what many of us do not know is that with a professional setup, with a proper setup, there are so many angles to the technical team, okay? And so the analyst's job is very, very crucial in getting to know the opponent's outputs as a whole team. And then a player-by-player analysis as well. Because you see, once you're able to know the player inside out, once you're able to know the ratio of assists that the player is able to give in a high-tension game as against those in a game that is not so highly rated, you know, those things always give the coach, you know, the ideas as to how to oppose or as to how to neutralize their effect. So, for instance, I'm sure that when everybody's talking about Ghana, Portugal, the first thing everybody would mention is Cristiano Ronaldo.
Absolutely.
And it's like there's nobody else on the pitch but Cristiano Ronaldo. But guess what? A certain Michael Essien played with Cristiano Ronaldo in a Champions League final some years back. Well, in the first half, he couldn't manage the recovery and the speed on the laterals.
About Moscow.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, in the second half, Essien was able to handle him well. Okay, is it not possible, for instance, that you can have a Daniel Opare handle Cristiano Ronaldo? You know, these are some of the things that the analysts are going to bring on board. And these, because you see, data in football is very, very important. Okay, data is as important as, you know, the strategy you draw or the formation you draw before a game starts. So for me, it's good, and it's going to help us a lot. In 2006, when we went to Germany, we used scouts, and for a very long time, I mean, we had not been used. We had been to previous tournaments at the Africa Cup of Nations and all of that, and nobody really heard of scouts, you know. But we had Cecil Jones, Atukwe Fio, we had Robert Saki, we had coach Samade, and they did a great job. Look at how we were able to beat the Czech Republic, who were better rated, and we were in the first five, you know, at that time. And nobody ever thought that we could beat the Czech Republic. But what did we do? We handled them very easily. Sule Ali Muntari even scored a goal that was disallowed in that game. So for me, it is good. Have a total setup, have a full setup, and then, you know, you don't leave, so that it doesn't leave too much pressure on the coach, because you see, the coach is managing a whole setup, and his is to delegate authority. Everybody brings their input, and then we deliver the final job.
Okay. Abby, professional video analyst.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea.
Has the Super Eagles got one? I don't think so. I'm not sure they have one.
I really don't know. I don't know if they have one. We don't need one.
Oh wow! Go Kashi. You will be so kicked out early.
I think having a video analyst, I think it's a good idea. Basically, just picking up on all the points you mentioned.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's good to see, you know, how the group perform. You know, be able to look back at how the group performed as a whole, and then also like just individual players and see, you know, what improvements can be made. But I think it's a good idea. I don't know whether the Super Eagles have one. I might just suggest it.
Okay.
Looking at competition.
Okay. Okay. Before we take our break, I have just picked up that you are so anti-football.
But she doesn't sound it.
Yeah, I mean, she sounds very passionate. Yeah, because lawn tennis is suffering, right?
Yes, financially.
Financially. We're putting all the money in football.
Yes.
But you can't blame us. We are a soccer nation. That's
No,
the
we
passion.
were a tennis nation for a while in the late 80s,
Until you
90s.
stopped winning.
No, until the fans stopped coming in.
Why did
then
the fans
we stopped
stop coming?
Well, that
were
was
not
when
winning.
the new Black Stars started coming up, and then we realized that we won the under 17, and then we realized that okay, football, so it became football from since then till now.
Yeah.
But
now you're doing something.
yes,
Yeah. How's it going?
very well actually. The McDonald Tennis Open for the senior boys. We started on Tuesday, and we're playing the final today, and we've had
Where is the final?
Accra Sports Stadium.
Oh, fantastic.
The
Where I
Central
played
Court.
my...
Yeah, I saw that one. Yes,
Did you hold your racket properly?
I did. I had a coach.
I see.
for the
Yeah, fine.
shoot.
Yes. But I played alone. Yeah, but the final is today.
Yes.
Okay. What time?
2 p.m.
Okay.
We have number 1 and number 2 playing the final. George Darko and Jeff Bagabashi.
Jeff Dakun will win.
George
Dakun
Dakun.
will win.
Oh, why?
I just like his name.
It's been a fabulous time. I mean, it's just like we've reignited a spirit that was just I remember very well when the Tennis Federation had to deal with the ban from the ITF, where the Tennis Federation owed in excess of $10,000 US. McDonald Shipping decided to come and pay that amount.
Bless them.
Yeah. Your friend, Mr.
Yes.
Danny Macaulay.
Yeah.
So they paid the amount, and after that they were like, okay, you know something? Let's invest in tennis. Let's do a sustained program so that the boys will always get an opportunity to play tennis regularly. Because you see, when you have regular competition, then you can set up a good national team. You can have good ratings, and then we can perform well at the Davis Cup. Currently, Ghana is no more at the Euro Africa Zone 2, the prestigious Euro Africa Zone 2.
We've actually moved from Zone 3 down.
Yeah, where the likes of Henry, Franco Fori and the like played back then.
Yeah.
So this afternoon, the center court is going to be packed. We're going to have all sorts of people.
Is it free?
Yeah, it's free.
I'll
It
be
is.
there.
Tennis is always free.
I
I was going to recommend that you came since you like
Yeah,
free
yeah,
things.
Yeah.
Tennis is always free.
Free is good.
We'll try and find goodie bags for you as well.
I was just having a chat with a big name actor friend of mine. He's on set somewhere, so if I say it here, maybe his directors will get to know that he's making an appearance there. We want to create that spirit that surrounds the Wimbledon and the US Open and all of that, so that the McDonald Open can become something. This thing has been a very good collaboration between McDonald Shipping and the Ghana Tennis Federation. It's been a lot of great teamwork.
Yeah, we'd love to see more corporate institutions.
And exactly, and the many people who play who play tennis for leisure, cut across this profile of people.
Yeah.
So you're looking at, young corporate executives, you're looking at those who make major decisions with companies and all of that. And we're going to see a lot of them this afternoon.
Okay.
So who's your Andy Murray?
That's George Darko. Nana best favorite.
No, actually, he plays more like...
No, Andy.
But Jeff Bagabasse, hold on.
Djokovic.
But Jeff Bagabasse has a racket that was autographed by Serena Williams.
Oh, really?
Okay, so when Serena Williams visited Ghana, she's actually my one of my 3 biggest interviews of my sports journalism career over 10 years. Now,
Congrats.
Serena Williams, thank you. Serena Williams was in Ghana in 2006. And she visited the Accra Lawn Tennis Club. And so there were 2 kids, Jeff and another, kid.
Okay.
And they just
Let me
kept
cut
singing.
in here and take a break.